Hello guys, girls and guys, it's your old buddy Rorschach here. Batman 54, Tom bloody King. Right, the front cover then, I got the alternate cover, the variant cover. Where's the variant cover? By Brittany Holes here. She's kind of imitating the Frank Miller artwork. So not original, but at least it's a good reminder of better books than this one. Unfortunately, the interior of the book is nothing like the interior of this book. This is, oh god, it's very throwaway, it's very irrelevant, and there's a problem with the story because there's a problem with the character. I'll see if I can explain that. So we're going back to the old story of Dick Grayson. There he is with his parents and the trauma he suffered when he obviously witnessed his mummy and daddy dying in front of him in a trapeze artist catastrophe, whatever. Right, we know the story. It's been told about as many times as Bruce Wayne's story, with his parents getting murdered, in front of him. Okay, so at least there was it an accident? I forget. Was somebody tampering with the strings properly? Anyway, we keep shooting back and forward to the past and the present. And in the present, we got Nightwing, Dick Grayson, being really irritating with Batman as they deal with this non-threat, this character called the Crazy Quilt. And the first problem I had, right, was the way that Nightwing is speaking is a way that reminds me of what you could term a soy boy. A very effeminate, a very emasculated, a very feminized kind of young man that you'll see today doing a YouTube video, probably someone like Saga of a Cad. That kind of softness. That's that lack of testosterone. Let's see if I can get a good example of that. You keep saying like all the time, and I'm always wary of people who use like. And I was like this, and I was like that, because you sound like a teenage girl in a Nickelodeon show. He was like a sewing obsession, like he croquets us to death. And jokes like this, like. But, let's see if I can do the voice again. But, let me know if you change your mind about the sewing before we get there. If you, take out your needlework and start poking or something. I can't speak for Batman, but I don't really want to get poked. That's a problem, isn't it? Because he's got the like stuff going on, and then he's telling a gay joke. I don't think somebody who's so effeminate, so soft, and talks like a character, from the Nickelodeon show, would use a gay joke. So Tom King has got something wrong there with the character. In that the gay joke doesn't go with the effeminate nature that he's portraying in his speech patterns. Right. The story then. The story is just, shooting backwards and forwards. This is the past. He's Dick Grayson traumatised. And the present, with Bruce Wayne not preparing to open up about his emotions in regards to being dumped at the altar by Catwoman. That isn't really similar, is it? Watching your parents die in front of you, not quite as traumatic as seeing Catwoman bugger off before the ceremony. I'm sure she would have dumped him and nicked all this stuff anyway. After all, she's a cat burglar. So count yourself lucky there, Bruce. You're not going to be living in the Bat trailer down the road, and Catwoman's not going to be living in the Wayne Mansion, nicking all your stuff and rummaging around your bat lair, your bat cave. So you've escaped lightly there, Batman, Bruce. Catwoman dumped you before she could have stolen your stuff. In the real world, she would of course got married to you because you got lots and lots of stuff, and she likes stealing stuff. She wouldn't have to steal stuff anymore. She could just dump you, and then all the stuff automatically goes to her, because the welfare state, because the matriarchal welfare state is on the side of the woman against people like you, especially with that very pasty skin that you've got, Bruce. No, so the entire book then is just shooting backwards and forwards, and we got the little brat Damien here as what is he? He's a narrative tool. So at the end of the book, Tom King can give you this great wisdom You ready for some great wisdom here at the end of the book from Tom King, from Tom CIA King? You ready for his moment of wisdom? Here's the wisdom from Tom King. Don't give up on them. Keep trying again and again, because I swear they're worth it. Yeah, don't give up on children. That's the wisdom from Tom King. Unfortunately, the person that he's using to give this bland, cliched message, which absolutely everybody in the entire history of the world would always agree with, is this cucky guy here, the Nightwing character. And I'm thinking, when he says this, don't give up on them. Why? Because they might turn into that in the future. If they turn into that in the future, a guy who talks like a Disney character, a Nickelodeon character, a female character, and tells crappy gay jokes that somebody like that would not tell. Is that really worth saving in the first place? I would say no. And there's an acknowledgement, maybe by the artist, I don't know if Tom King got it, that this is all very soy related. It's all very cucky and all very girly. Check out this panel here. We've got some mayo, we've got some ketchup, we've got some mustard, barbecue sauce, and here we go. We've got the premium soy. So that's what this book is. It's premium soy. The soy boy character of Nightwing, the less than masculine Batman, and the message at the end of the book, which, like I said a couple of minutes ago, nobody in the history of the world would ever disagree with. So what's the point? Let me know in the comments down below, because I couldn't get anything out of it. I really couldn't. This is Tom King going through the motions. It's a pretty boring book. The artwork is noticeably different. It's by Matt Wagner, the artwork. It's okay. It's just such a contrast to the previous book. So if you've been following the series like I have, it's quite jolting. So, but I wish they would just stick with one artist when they're doing these. So the art was, took me out of it a little bit. It's just because it looks so different to the previous books. We've got a stupid villain from the 1950s. We've got a soy boy who talks like a 12-year-old girl on a Nickelodeon show and tells gay jokes as well, so the character doesn't make any sense. You can't actually believe that somebody like that would exist. You've got a lame moral story of not giving up on children at the end of the book, and the entire thing just seems completely and utterly pointless to me. So the only interesting thing about the book then, the only noticeable thing about the book as a whole, was that panel with the soy sauce in it. So I'll end the review there if I can find it, and then invite comments on this. So what did you make of the book, and what do you make of Tom King's run on Batman? Is he running out of ideas now? Because that appears to be the case, in my opinion. The artist putting his bottle of soy there appears to be telling Tom King something that he's probably not aware of himself. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know, and I'll end the video there. Thanks for checking it out. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you'd be so kind. And I'm back later, hopefully with something a bit more interesting than this. So cheers, take care, later.